David Cameron is back in Downing Street. He's been talking to colleagues, discussing options and preparing for what increasingly looks like intervention in Syria. Among those speaking to him today, the Deputy Prime Minister.
We're not considering an open-ended military intervention with boots on the ground like we saw in Iraq. What is being considered are measures which are legal, which are proportionate and which are specific to discouraging and sending out a clear signal that the use of chemical weapons in this day and age is simply intolerable.
And Parliament's been recalled early for Thursday. The Foreign Secretary at the time of the Iraq invasion says that's the right decision.
Mr Cameron will need to convince the British House of Commons, if there is to be military action, about how this is proportionate, how he can ensure that it's clinical, how it's legally justified, and crucially, what are the strategic objectives of this action and what are the likely consequences?
A vote in the Commons is not legally binding, but defying MPs would be very difficult. This MP, sceptical about military action, says the vote will be close.
I think it's going to be finely balanced, but certainly before we left for the summer recess, my instinct is, and I can't speak for the Parliament as a whole, but my instinct is that the mood was against intervening militarily. Whether the chemical attack by whoever has changed that, we shall have to wait and see.
In Damascus, UN inspectors decided it was too dangerous to return to the site of the alleged attack. The bullet holes in their vehicles from yesterday bear that out. But it seems some don't want to wait for them. The crucial shift has been in the White House. Listen to the change in language. This was President Obama less than a week ago.
The notion that the US can somehow solve what is a sectarian, complex problem inside of Syria sometimes is overstated.
And this was his Secretary of State last night.
But make no mistake, President Obama believes there must be accountability for those who would use the world's most heinous weapons against the world's most vulnerable people.
The Syrian foreign minister denounced the claims of John Kerry and said there was no evidence to justify an attack, but that is starting to look more and more likely. Andy Bell, 5 News.